So apparently, I guess a group of people have issue with Jey Uso having won the Royal Rumble. I'm outside and I don't understand it. And if you go to my predictions vid, you'll understand a little bit. I guess a lot of people were on the Cena vibe. And if you go to my predictions video, I'll explain that. But, it is what it is. Here's my thing. I think it was some video I saw or something. I think it was someone was like, they just saw Jey versus Gunther and they were tired of it or something to that effect. And you know what? I can understand that. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. On the other hand, look at it like this. The thing that Jey Uso has to do, and upon me saying it, people may think this is crazy, but not really. Especially knowing what I know with me personally by watching the shows, different shows, all types of different organizations with pro wrestlers, and seeing the variety that they can bring, and then seeing the difference when they go to WWE. Jey's match versus Gunther could be better than the last one, which in fact it always should be. But for WrestleMania, he just has to do one thing. And people, like I said, I might think it's crazy. He has to out-wrestle Gunther. I repeat, in case you didn't hear me, he has to out-wrestle / outperform Gunther. Gunther does come across as very technical, but Jey has over 13, 14 years in doing this, night in and night out. He has to go into his bag of tricks and pull out everything that we have not seen, or holds, moves, submissions, whatever it is that he has in his bag that maybe we haven't seen in a long time. And it makes you forget that he could do these things. So, when you're watching the Gunther match, him versus Gunther, you won't be seeing the same thing. You'll be seeing shit that'll make you jump out your seat and go, oh, wow, wow, wow. Also, we have to keep, or at least I'm keeping in mind, that I feel he owes me a WrestleMania match because, as I stated last year around this time, the match that I thought was going to steal the show was going to be Jey versus Jimmy at last year's WrestleMania. And due to time constraints or politics or whatever, they had to shorten that match, and whatever else they had planned, we did not get to see. And thus, it was a lackluster match, and it could also be the reason why people feel a certain way. I don't know, but I'm all for it. I'm game. As long as he, like I said, performs at a high level, we don't get a replay of what we saw on what main event it was. It has to be 50 times better, and that can only come from him showcasing different moves. And actually, it makes sense story-wise because Gunther's being arrogant and thinks that he could just take him out, or just play intimidation games. But now in this part of the story, if you get in the ring with him and he surprises you by throwing in all these different techniques, and he came to wrestle, and that wrestle is going to throw you off your game. You're not going to be prepared, and thus it would make sense in storyline for Jey to come out on top, or it would make more sense. So that's my 5 cents on that. And either way, I'll be watching the match just like everyone else is angry. I'm out. Oh, lastly, if I were Jey Uso, what I would do after he wins this match, if it is for him to win the title, he should gather a manager and he could get big bank going from different clubs and playing his music, and he getting everybody to yeet. No different than Kim Kardashian or Paris Hilton going to clubs and getting paid. I believe it might have been like 6 figures, but they blow up those prices just to walk through the club or sit in the VIP section.